Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I'm here today with another makeup video. So for today's video, I decided to pull inspiration from anything around me. So I was like, what do I want to shoot? What type of video do I want to do? I want to get a lot of summer looks out of the way because I've not posted any videos throughout the summer. So I want to get some summer looks out of the way. So this is a very summer look that I have on right now. And B, I was inspired by the color of the headband that I pulled out of the bag. And that color happened to be teal or turquoise. Or blue, whatever you want to call it. So that was the base of the colors that I wanted to go with. So this is the pull the headband out of the bag makeup challenge, I guess you could say. I don't know, it's not a challenge, I just wanted to put on some makeup for you. So that's what we got inspired by, was the headband that you will see wrapped on my head while I am getting ready. That was the inspiration for the color. So I took it a step further by going into just kind of this tropical, really good feeling, kind of a little hint to that sunset eye in the middle. But I really wanted this like tropical toucan sand type feeling, and this is it. So if you want to see how I snatched up this look, stick around and keep on watching. The first thing that we're going to do is I want to show you how I personally glue down my brows. When I glue down my brows, the first thing that I like to do is take these little alcohol prep pads, and I like to take those and dry out my brows and clean it out because I just put primer on my skin, so my brows are not going to be very dry. They're going to be very oily. And we are putting glue on your brows. You want them to not be oily, so you want to take all the oil out of your brow to get rid of that. I feel like it makes the glue stick better, the hairs lay down better. It's just overall better for you when you are trying to get rid of your brows. Of course, the thing that we're going to use for brows is the same thing that everybody else uses. We are going in with the good old school Elmer's glue. I like to use the purple because I like when the purple changes to clear. That lets me know either put on another layer, or when I get to my last layer, know that it's done and I'm ready to powder them down and cover them up. So what I like to do is I like to take the glue and go against the grain first with it, and just kind of really get in there, and you see it really turns purple. Like, it gets in there, and then after the glue is down, I give it like maybe a split second to kind of dry, not too much, and then I take a little spoolie thing and I go ahead and comb the hairs back, and then wash, rinse, repeat on the other eye. After we have put that first layer and gone against the grain and combed them back, I go back in one more time with another layer, kind of pressing down as I go over the brow that already has glue on it. And then the next thing I like to do is take my brush, the middle part, a flat, hard surface, anything, and really press down on that brow. So now that the brows are started, we can go ahead and start with the bottom half of our face. I like to work while I let this dry because, you know, this can take up to 30 minutes if you were doing it right. So I like to work on everything else while I let this dry. So that layer of glue is dry. We're gonna go ahead and go in with another layer of glue. So now that layer is dry, I went in with yet again another layer. You're like, bitch, another layer? Another layer. You can never, well actually you can put too much, but I go in at least 3, 4, 5 times before I'm comfortable with thinking that my brows are glued down. Okay, y'all, I have to say, I never really use super expensive products because I like to just, you know, keep myself humble. But this MAC Prep and Prime is everything. Like, I feel like my skin looks better than it ever has whenever I do makeup, and I feel like my makeup is just like sticking to my face, and that primer is so much better. So I may have found a new favorite primer. Bitch. Oh my gosh. You know it. We're just gonna go right in with another layer. So this is gonna be the last layer, and what I'm gonna do when this layer is at its tacky stage, we're gonna go ahead and powder it down. Okay, that brow is nice and tacky, so I'm gonna go ahead and press some powder into it. So with that, I like to go in with my lightest powder, and I'm just going to press that really hard into my brow, making sure to press hard so I can help press down any hairs that decided not to stay. Okay, so we're knock off the excess so it's not there. Moment of truth. Ready? Take that brush with that highlight. One swoop, gone. That's how you know they're gone. You can get them covered up in one swoop without putting a lot on. That brow has disappeared. Dealing with fallout, you want to go ahead and take your powder puff into your setting powder, whatever you use to highlight, and lay it down right on your cheek. Real heavy. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to snatch under our brows with a white. So I'm going into the plastics in my Mean Girls Burn book, which is so sad looking right now. And I want to tap into the plastics and get some white on that brush. And we're going to go right under the brow. Almost dipped into that. Right under the brow. You're probably wondering, why are you using the big ass mirror in the Mean Girls book? It's so much more awkward to hold than this one. So we're just going to snatch under that brow. Doing the white is always the step that makes me realize that my brows are really sisters and not twins. And I think right now they are sisters that don't even talk to each other. They don't call each other. They say hi to each other at the family reunion, but they don't like each other. Okay, so now the first color that we're going to go into for this blue and orange look, we're going to go into Cool Mom because it's this like metallic-y blue styled color. I really enjoy it. And we're going to go ahead and take Cool Mom and we're going to tap that right into the crease and blending that into the white that is snatching our brow currently at the moment. And you see I'm just cutting out the shape that I want already. We all know this shape is going to change a little bit because we are cutting a crease again, a nice severe cut crease. Now I would show you the palette that this Cosmic Blue is in so you can see the color. However, it has had more falls than Humpty Dumpty and it is broken, so I'm going to try. Oh girl, we're going to go right here into this blue right here, Cosmic Blue by Ben Nye. Sad. It's always a sad day when an eyeshadow breaks. And we're going to put Cosmic Blue right in there and blending it up. We're going to go all the way across the crease. I like to make sure that all the color gets dispersed fairly throughout the whole crease before we take it up and blend it into the color that's already there. Add more for drama if you want. Yeah, that's looking really pretty. See that gradient of those blues? Now that Cosmic Blue is put in place, we are going to go into the darker color, Blue Ben Nye, that's on my palette. That one's a little more broken than the Cosmic Blue, so we're just going to just tell you that it's there and not show it to you. Because girl, let me tell you, it was a tragic day when I opened this palette and it was broken. Ah! Actually, it was a really tragic day because it broke on the way to DragCon in my suitcase. And we are taking this darker blue right underneath Cosmic Blue. And then blending that up into the Cosmic Blue to create the perfect gradient. There we go. So the next color that we're going to use in this is actually right here in my Urban Decay Moon Dust palette. And we're going to go into the color Vega. And we are going to put that basically right on top of that darker blue from Ben Nye. And the reason is that this is the same color. It just has a little bit of a glittery shimmer throughout. So we're just popping that right on top of there. Ooh, she's stunned! Stunned! Sometimes you just have to take a step back and think about, damn, I'm good. I'm not that conceited about makeup, but I am because I worked really hard to get here. Because let's not forget this. Let's not forget that this is what I used to look like. this is where I started with makeup. And now I'm here. So I sometimes like to be very happy and, you know, boast a little bit about my skills. So the next thing that we are going to do, now that all of our blues are in place, we are going to go ahead and cut out our crease. So we're going to go in with that Nye Clown White because I really like to have a bright color to start with. I could cut with concealer, but I really want the whites to be white and the other colors to really stand out. So we're going to go ahead and cut out that crease using this flat Nye brush, and I like to start a little bit on the bottom to get some of the makeup off, and then I like to really just go in and carve out a new eyelid starting at the top and really kind of following through. I like to try to do it in one swoop as much as possible because it keeps the line smoother for my own personal taste. So I like to really make sure that top is in one swoop, so that way I don't feel like I'm like jabbing it out. And then once that's done, you can just go ahead and take the Clown White and fill in the entire lid. I usually like to make sure I go each step in the same eye. However, with this, because if I don't set this, it'll crease. So I'm going to go ahead and pop my colors in on this eye before doing the next eye. So I'm doing this while the Clown White is wet. I'm not setting that with any other powder because the colors that I'm going to put on are going to set that, and then I'm going to blend those together. So the first color that we're going to use is I'm going to go into Azalea by Nye. Now that Azalea, again, is another one that's broken on this palette, so I really can't lift it up. But Azalea is a really gorgeous pink. You can see it on the brush. And I'm going to pack that on the very back end of this eye. And we're just packing her right on to about there. So Azalea's on. So the next thing we're going to go in is we're going to go with the color Dark Tech, which is a nice orange. Actually, no, I lied. I'm going to go in with So Fetch because it's a brighter orange than Dark Tech. And I want to take So Fetch right next to that Azalea. Again, packing that right on to the wet Clown White and kind of going over that pink line a little bit. There we go. Those colors are beautifully blended together. Sometimes being this good is so painful. No kidding. I really not like that. So now last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and go in with this lemon yellow on my Nye palette. And I'm going to pack that on right on top of the orange. And now I'm just going back and blending that yellow and orange back together. And then the same thing for the pink and orange. See how pretty that is? Like, that is gorgeous. So now that I have all the desired colors in this eye, I'm going to go ahead with a white setting powder and finish off the white. After the white setting powder, I'm going to go in with this Nye Lumiere Luxe powder in white. It is going to just give that a nice shimmery glaze up to that yellow. There she go. There she is, y'all. How gorgeous is that? Like, that's such a really pretty, like, I feel like it has a tropical feel. It is so good. The colors are so good together. I love a mix of colors that some people are afraid to do, but be bold and go for it. So the other eye was finished off camera. You can see they look gorgeously, beautifully together. I feel like these colors are so beautiful together, and I'm so excited with the way that they turned out. So now I'm going to go ahead and line my lids, and then we're going to give it a nice deep harsh wing, and then we're going to go underneath. And so I'm just going to go, and I'm starting on the inner corner of my eye right here. I'm taking that black out. So there we go. Wash, rinse, repeat over there. So to finish out the wing, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. liquid liner, and I'm just going to finish out my wings. Feeling that in, oh my god. That is a beautiful wing. Okay, so now that the top line is finished, I like to go ahead with the bottom, and I like to start by accenting the inner corner of my eye, because I feel like when I do that with white and then I bring my liner down, it really creates this snatched up feeling. So I'm going to go back in with that clown white, and I'm going to go back in on this flat brush, and I'm going to take that right into my bottom waterline. And with that right, there's that face again. This step is not something I used to do, so if you've been following me on Facebook or Instagram or anything in a while, you know that the last year my makeup has really changed, and I feel like for the better, because I'm using techniques that really help enhance the way that it looks. And this is one of those things, because I realized I was putting black all the way over to my eyes, and the way that my eye shape is, it's not good for my eyes. So this has been the perfect thing and the best lifesaver for making my eyes look snatched and look like they are so cat-eyed, so cunty, and just ready to go. And I feel like it really feminizes my face. So I'm really happy with the changes that I've made over the past year to really bring this face together. Now that the white is down, we're going back into that e.l.f. cream liner, and we're going to do the bottom of our lid. And then I'm going to dip that back in the cream liner while the brush is thin. And we're going to go right under that white. Oh shit. I'm going to go right under that white. Alright, so the liners are done. So I like to do my liners first and then smoke out the black and other colors, because I really want that black to be diffused. I just want it to be dark back here and let this really be the focal point of the black. So now I'm going to go back in with the colors that are all in the eye up here in the inside. So I'm going to start with the pink, then the orange, then the yellow. Okay, so the next I'm going to go in with one of these blues. I want to take the Cosmic Blue on this big fluffy brush, and that's because I really want to just like blend that out. Alright, so that is the finished look for this eye. I'm really enjoying these colors. They really accent each other very well. I quite enjoy it. I enjoy not having black in the crease. So I'm going to go ahead and pop on some lashes, some hair, some nails, all that stuff. Get ready for the show, and I will be back to finish out this video. Okay, so that is the finished look. What do we think? Oh, she's summer, she's tropical, she's pretty, she's snatched. So I finished off with a nice teal glitter lip. I went ahead and put some Regina George on my cheeks for highlight, put my signature star on the end of my nose, and finished off this look, honey. Hey! So as I said, I'm on my way to the bar to get to the show so people can get into this look, girl. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you for being with me on this journey back into the world of YouTube. Like I said, bitch, I'm into it. I'm in it. I'm in it. I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. This channel will continue to flourish. It is not going away like last time. So those of you who supported me, thank you so much for always being on me and telling me to bring that channel back, because you have really inspired me, and I've been feeling really inspired lately. If you have not yet watched my vision board, that's another part of my inspiration. I have it sitting right in front of me. I can stare at it and think about the things that I want. So thank you once again for supporting me. Thank you for supporting this channel. If you have any ideas of what you want us to be doing on this channel, please let me know. Send me a message, comment on my Instagram, comment on this video what you want to see next. Tell me what colors you want me to play with next. And just any kind of look you want to see, just let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell so you can turn on the notifications so you know when I post videos, which is going to be every Monday and Wednesday, and occasionally we're going to throw in some flashback Fridays. But right now I'm going to commit to you every single Monday and Wednesday, a new video will will pop up on this channel for you. So, once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, may the fierce be with you.